Number 3, Australia again. I saw water, something like water and winds in Australia. Again, sweeping the houses and killing people. And I saw people dying on the scene. Just like this. We need to pray for Australia. That is Australia again.
The state's north bowling over trees, knocking out power lines and hammering communities with torrential rain. And the worst may be yet to come. Tonight, Cyclone Trevor is sitting in the Gulf of Carpentaria, rapidly surging in strength as it eyes off its next target.
Cyclone Trevor might have moved into the Gulf, but it isn't done with the far north just yet. Cutting power in Aurukun.
I think about 50% of social housing is out of power.
And trees in Weipa as both towns went into lockdown.
It's gusting up to about 100 kilometres an hour, so they're forecasting as it intensifies this afternoon into this evening, we could get wind gusts of 130 kilometres an hour.
But it's the wet and wild weather following Trevor that's created havoc for locals. Cutting Cooktown off from the south. And this is exactly the type of weather that the Bureau was predicting here at the Little Annan River. It looks much more like a big river that is absolutely raging, and it is stopping residents in their tracks. Frustrating for parents.
When you're waiting on the other side to get town, it takes forever.
Great for the kids.
It's very fun without school.
In Lockhart, there are still 87 homes without electricity as SES crews continue the clean-up.
There was lots of reports of various sheets of iron and trees down and power out, but all of those important community assets and residents held tight.
In Cohen, Ergon Energy flew in to restore power last night.
When it come on, it was pretty euphoric. Everyone, there was cheers through the bar.
The monster storm's now re-intensifying at sea with a new target in its sights.
Now, Shannon, there are mass evacuations taking place.
Well, that's right, Andrew. Around 1,000 people have now been evacuated from coastal communities right along the Gulf of Carpentaria as the Northern Territory declares a state of emergency. They've even called in the Defence Force to help evacuate some of those people from the remote communities and have set up shelters for them to be housed in. Now, it's all because they're concerned about what they call a storm tide, the combination of a storm surge as well as normal high tides, and they're concerned that that could inundate those coastal properties. Now, as you can see, this torrential rain is continuing as Cyclone Trevor is upgraded now just a few moments ago to a Category 2. They're now recording winds well in excess of 130 kilometres, while the township of Cooktown remains cut off from the south. Andrew?
Shannon, thank you. Let's talk to weather expert Gary Youngbury now. Gary, what is the latest tracking of Cyclone Trevor showing?
Well, Lofty, there is no doubt Trevor will make a second crossing, make landfall later in the week, and as a Category 4 severe tropical cyclone. There will be a lot of rain. It's not just the winds down through the Northern Territory, and it will make its way early next week into outback far western Queensland. It's not the only severe tropical cyclone at the moment. We've also got Veronica in the Indian Ocean. Not only a severe tropical cyclone, Category 4, it could become a Category 5 storm as it tracks towards the Pilbara coast. Now, here in the southeast, you can probably hear a little bit of thunder. We've got a few thunderstorms. Hopefully that won't block an opportunity to see the supermoon a little later this evening in the weather, guys.
See you then, Gary. Thank you.
I may be weak, your spirit